Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, UK and Europe. Good afternoon, America and Canada. And good morning tomorrow, Australia. Welcome, welcome to Cuddle Time TV. I'm Rosa, I'm one of the brand ambassadors for this amazing company, Charlie Bears. And I am with tonight, Will and Charlie.
Hello.
Hi. It's been a long time since we've been in the same room.
I know, right? We've been keeping your seat warm.
Thanks for that.
I know.
Yeah, no, it's
good.
very
warm.
I'm
telling you.
You did a great job. It's almost like you knew what you were talking about.
Do you know what? I actually have really enjoyed it. It was so nice to be back, and also we did some amazing presentations of certain bears, but that presenter, she just honestly
if you
proper
missed
fell in love.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It's so exciting. I think it's really hard to explain to people what people love about Charlie Bears. You of course all know. It's that emotional connection we have with our bears. They're our confidence, our cheerleaders. They keep our secrets. They comfort us. And there was just a moment where lovely Victoria on QVC just held the bear, bear it was, and actually teared up. And I was at home watching, and I had a little bit.
It was very special.
I've got goosebumps thinking about it. It was just really, you can't make up that kind of reaction. That's how people genuinely react to your fabulous things. No, we've got a packed show tonight.
We have.
Have we got some new things that we haven't seen before?
Maybe.
Have we got some things that you might have been hinting about at the start of the year?
Do you know what? Honestly, let's just get on with it, Rosa. Because honestly, I've been hiding this too long.
He's gonna burst. So before you do, I've got some housekeeping rules to take. So welcome. Hopefully you've already signed on, got yourself all logged into the site to your account, because as soon as these amazing bears pop up in front of me, they're going to go live on the website and you'll be able to buy them. Now, excitingly, I think last time I did a Cuddle Time, 20 minutes before those bears clambered out the baskets, is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. Now it's 40 minutes, so you've got a little bit longer, so you can watch all the show, but make sure you check out super quick at the end so they don't climb back out again.
Yep.
But it does mean if you've got all your bears in one basket, you can buy them all at once, is that right?
Yeah, and that was the idea, and thanks to John for that, because he's made that happen for us. So
thank you, John. But one bear per person per type of bear.
Yep.
So you can only buy one of whatever these are. We'll find out in a minute. If you've got Klarna, and that's you can use that as anything over £48. If you're using Afterpay in the States, anything over $100 will work on that as well. I think that's all the important things. Everything's available everywhere. Hooray! Yay. And you should get your bear within about, would we say, 28 to 30 days?
Officially we're saying 28 days, Rosa, but the team are just so brilliant.
I know.
And in fact, the bears in the UK certainly are already kind of ready to go, kind of.
Spring loaded.
So it'll come out pretty quick. Don't worry about that.
Amazing. Do you think we could start?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, just one thing, because it's going to get busy. If you do miss out on your bear, check back at the end in case one jumps out of a basket. But if not, do email headbear@charliebears.com. Get yourself on a wish list, and then if one comes back, we'll make sure we track down your favourite bear for you. Yep. Let's begin. Who you got to show to me first, please?
Drum roll. Drum roll.
Bouncing up.
I believe.
In a big hop.
I'm doing a little close-up. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Meet Fluffle.
And she is it she?
Yeah, I think it's she.
She is very, what I would say, fluffily to touch.
Absolutely.
What?
Super soft.
Tell me about Fluffle. She's a plush?
She is a little plush bear, look, and she's got flat paw pads, so she is actually standing on her own. She's still fully jointed, as you know, but truly scrumptious. I
love this colour. It's quite an unusual shade, isn't it?
Oh, it's really
you don't usually have anything that dark with the bunny rabbits, and usually we've got a little bit of pink tones in there or some toffee tones. Even the grey ones have got pink in there, but I love this kind of darker shading on her.
Oh, absolutely stunning. Multi-tonal greys. Obviously she's got her little white, I just turn around
so you can see a little bobbing tail.
You can see she's got a little bobby tail there, look, with the little white accents on. Just going to move her little tag out the way so that we can bring her back, and the little lilac ribbon, and obviously the little accent of lilac on her nose embroidery as well. So it really stands out. But I love the fact she's fully jointed. Yeah. She's got this really alert little look.
Yeah, it's the ears. It's really different ears.
It is indeed, but she's jointed so she will sit too.
Yeah.
But Fluffle is just so exciting, and obviously a little exclusive for us here at Cuddle
So
Time.
exclusive to Cuddle Time, Rosa.
Yeah.
So this can't be bought
Anywhere else.
anywhere else.
No shops,
No
nothing.
paw
So either
stores,
went to my
no
local
nowhere.
paw stores and I've worked out where it is.
No.
No, and the beauty of these Cuddle Time pieces is that some of them haven't been seen ever.
No.
Well,
Right?
I tell you what, I tried to do a will and find out things about, and I couldn't find. There's something coming up later. One thing that I found in the catalogue. Everything else, not on any of our previews for the year.
No.
The ones you did with Sophie, the ones the two of you did. I watched every video. Looked at all my catalogues. Couldn't find any of those. Flufful, brand new, never been seen before.
There were some eagle-eyed people. I'm gonna do the confession live on air now.
What did you do?
Do you remember when you two were in here talking about the bears, and I took a secret photograph of you two, and there were bears in the background that we've not launched yet.
So you know this.
can't
I
trust him with
try
anything.
really hard.
I think
to
Fluffy was there.
surprise, don't we? All the time.
One collector put a post up saying, "Will, you're very naughty," and
Yeah.
I deleted the comment. I was like, trouble.
Do you know, we try and we plan, you know, everything. We've got this little process. We try and keep William out of the room.
That's part. We know.
Yeah.
That's part of the joy of it.
It
We always
is.
want to watch Will because he's going to give us a secret.
Yeah.
And mostly it's by accident, to be fair.
I
It's
know.
not on purpose.
Just because it gets excited.
Yeah.
So what do you love most about Fluffle? Some of our collectors only love bunny rabbits, don't they? So
They do.
That's always great.
Absolutely, and we love creating all these different little companions for all the bears, and you know the bears and bunnies always sit so lovely together. So yeah, we're absolutely thrilled to bits that we've been able to bring little Fluffle to life, and he's just gorgeous.
Almost like chinchilla ears.
I know.
Beautiful.
I
So
know.
not many of Fluffle to go around by the looks of it. But I love the price of him. He's actually a very affordable plush and absolutely beautiful. So if you love your bunnies, you'll want to jump on this. Hop to it.
Yeah, up to it.
Hop to it.
Yeah, part of our affordable ranges, which we're going to be doing a lot more of over the next kind of 12 months.
Yeah.
Probably telling your secrets there as well.
Yeah,
aren't I?
you probably are. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but it's important. I mean, it's very difficult these days, isn't it? And we've got to kind of bring out things which are as affordable as we can be.
I think one of the things that we love about you guys is that the whole company started off because Charlie was desperate that everybody could have their bear.
Yeah.
That the bear chooses you and everyone wants their own bear. And
Yeah.
to make beautiful bears, handmade, collectible, all those wonderful characteristics that we love in those incredibly high-end bears, but affordable.
Yeah.
So thank you for all our bear lovers for doing that, and thank you for keeping doing that and
you.
finding ways to do that.
Honestly, it's our pleasure. We want to be very inclusive. So like William said, we're working really hard at the minute, especially with our suppliers and the fabric suppliers and everybody, just to try and get more affordable bears out for everybody.
And she's a good size.
She really
Look at
is.
face.
I know.
Look at this. She is incredibly soft. So I would say, almost like if you were to stroke a bunny rabbit, she's got that whisper
She
soft
has,
fur.
absolutely.
Beautiful. And then this gorgeous little face with just that hint of lilac, which gives her that kind of Victoriana feel, but
She's
really bang
gorgeous.
up to date because of these charcoal tipping, which I love.
I love the grey and lilac combination, especially when she's got that little highlight, that little splash of white in there as well. Uber cute.
And like you say, available at all of our sites. So if you go to charliebearsdirect.com, and if you go to the Cuddle Time tab, or alternatively, the guys
There's a
put
QR code.
QR thing on there.
Yeah,
if you're super technical, but yeah, if you go to charliebearsdirect.com, that'll take you to your local site, whether it's in the USA, Australia, or UK.
Yeah, just click on the flag.
Click on that,
check.
and then go to Cuddle Time, and then go to the product you like. Chuck them in your basket. Let it sit there for a minute.
Yeah, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Here we go, but scan this code.
There you go.
You can't see me, the QR code is there. It's a much better shot, I think, than me. So we're going to move Fluff out the way because we're
We
waiting
are.
for another character.
I'm going to pop her down
While
here.
you do that now.
Pop her down here.
I
that's still
think
beautiful.
this is the one that I'm most excited about this hour.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let me just lift him up.
Hello.
I know, right? Let me
Can
try.
you tell me the name of this incredible character, please?
So he's called Claypole.
Can I ask the question?
You can ask me any
Is he
question.
named after Mr. Claypole from Rent-A-Ghost?
He is.
Showing my age
Showing your
now.
age.
Right,
I know.
so anybody outside of the United Kingdom, will they have any clue what we were just talking about? I'm not sure. When we were children, in the 70s and 80s, there was this amazing kids programme, children's TV programme called Rent-A-Ghost.
It
Fun
was.
fact,
Yeah.
in the early series, there was a lad who, his mum and dad didn't realise he was dead because he sort of haunted them, but they thought he was still alive. The guy who played him went to school with my dad.
Oh, really?
Really?
That's the Rent-A-Ghost connection.
There you go.
But the
That's
one that
it.
everyone loved wasn't that character. He got written out quite quickly. Was the amazing jester, Mr. Claypole. He was
That's it.
really mischievous.
He was.
And
Timothy
he
Claypole.
He's the one. Timothy Claypole. If you say Rent-A-Ghost, the first one you think of, Timothy Claypole. So as soon as I heard the name, saw the hat, I thought, it's got to be Mr. Claypole.
It was just the colours, it was just everything about it. You know, it was really funny. We were doing Teddy X Factor and obviously choosing which of the mohair bears were going to go into the general collection and then obviously into our secret Cuddle Time collection. And it was funny because there was 3 or 4 of us straight away. I looked at it and went, Rent-A-Ghost.
Yeah.
Straight away. You know, it was just that feeling of nostalgia and the lovely colours that we've got there. Absolutely adore Claypole. We've been able to make 350 of him globally.
Oh, that's not
which is great.
That's good for mohair.
It is really, really good.
Are they limited numbered by any chance?
They are limited numbered.
So they'll have a little
so
certificate card on them
they
saying I am
will.
number X of just 350.
Absolutely.
So even more collectible.
Yeah.
He's a mohair. And is he also exclusive to Cuddle Time?
He is a Cuddle Time piece.
So
there
you
you
only
go.
get him here on Charlie Bears
That's
Direct.
right, yeah.
So I think a QR code just came up. I hope you scanned that. Let's have a closer look at him.
Oh, look at his face.
Look
I
at
know.
that face.
That little doleful look that he's got.
Butter wouldn't melt.
No,
But
absolutely
underneath
not.
it all, I'm quite cheeky and naughty. Which is what Mr. Claypole was like, wasn't he?
Impish.
Yes,
I think that would be the
great
best
word.
word. Yeah. Yeah, he was a bit of a prankster, wasn't he?
Yes.
He liked to tease and
Yeah.
things like
and
that.
he'd jump around and do all his kind of like jingling of his bell. This
Yeah.
is sort of fabulous.
He's got a little bell there
He's
so you
got
can
a
hear
great
him.
bell. And it's a good bell as well. I
It
love
is.
these shades as well, these tones of like claret and mustard and in his hat and his little collar. Does the collar come off?
Well, you can, yeah, absolutely. But I like my bears just to say.
I know. Keep
But
them.
I do, you know, I completely appreciate when you get him home, it's your bear. If you want to redress, reclothe, you can do that. We put slip stitches in to hold everything in place, but easy to tweak and sort out. But absolutely gorgeous. So we know all of our collectors adore our Hattie bears.
I was going to say. Hat, tick, jester's hat, double tick, bell on the end, triple tick, mohair, quadruple tick, and he's got those lovely kind of what I call natural bear tones, that lovely kind of chestnutty shade. Because quite a lot of our collectors will do like those more natural tones as well as the like amazing colour schemes that we do.
Yeah, I mean, you what do you go for? I mean, you either go for, I mean, for me at the moment, I'm kind of going for more pastel shades and things like that, you know. So whereas Charlie's dad is proper teddy colour.
Traditional.
You know?
That's what my husband's like. He's like a bear. He'd love this look. He looks like a bear. He's a bear colour. He's got a bear face.
Yeah.
That's what he's quite a traditionalist. But I quite often like those kind of neutral, natural tones. But then every now and then one will come in left field.
Yeah.
That's an amazing colour. But I will just be like bowled over by it.
Just look
Absolutely.
At that as well.
Have a little
Just
look.
Just
give him a
different.
little turn
I'm
out.
going to say, yeah, give him a
Turn around,
little
you can see all the
twiddle.
little bits.
Yeah.
But lovely textures in this. So it's
It's
not
amazing,
just a
man.
chestnut. You've got all these lovely like dark toasted tones come in there, and there's a little caramel nods in there as well. So it gives that real depth to it.
It really does. And the little pom-pom accessories that we've done, obviously he's got extra packing there and his nose to make his nose really stand out. We've got that tiny little bit of waxing on there as well. I love his expression. He's absolutely scrumptious. I just think he's adorable.
Absolutely beautiful. He'll make a great present for somebody as well, won't he?
Absolutely. He's
Anyone that
gorgeous.
loves the kind of those oldie worldy toys, like Victorian toy shop thing as well. Or if you liked a Grin and Smirk, those kind of brightly coloured jester hats, and the rabbit and the bear from last year, he would sit nicely alongside those as well, wouldn't he?
I love that. He does look like a little court jester, doesn't he?
does.
He just
He does.
absolutely adorable.
Oh, amazing.
I know.
Wow.
Bear number 2.
Bear number 2. So he's available everywhere. He's an amazing price. There's only 350 of them, and they're entirely numbered. So let's let him skip off to the side.
Right, here we go.
And then we are going to look at our next bear.
Right,
Now,
get ready.
get ready for this. It's a massive excitement, but it's a mini bear. There's your clue.
It's a mini bear.
Now,
What would you like to say?
No,
Emma?
it's fine. You can bring her up. The mini mows is what we're going to be doing. Right?
It is.
Now everybody's been made aware that they could put these bears onto a wish list, and what that basically means is that you will be informed about the time when we're going to be presenting the bears. This is it. The stock is here. We've got stock here, and we've also got stock at our wonderful paw stores all around the world. So that little VT that we had at the head of the hour,
I can't get him to sit
that
down,
tells you where some of the stock is at some of our paw stores, but we've also got stock here. So,
Right.
but once we've sold out,
because we're a paw store at Charlie Bear.
We
we are
are.
indeed a paw store as well. But it's ready, Teddy, go on these because
Yeah.
we know they have been super popular.
Every time we've done a post on Facebook about a Cuddle Time show, about a QVC show, someone
Minimo.
said when the Minimos come in, I'm waiting for the Minimos. This is the first time I've met a Minimo in real life.
Oh, really?
I think, well, I don't, because I remember when I came down to see you, like when I first started this joyful job of being your brand ambassador, I don't know if we had any Minimos in the house
We
at the
didn't.
time.
No.
So I've only seen pictures or videos. So, oh my God, I can see what all the fuss is about.
It can. Absolutely gorgeous.
Perfectly formed, beautifully made mohair.
Mohair.
But because they're smaller, a really good affordable price.
They really, really are. But don't be mistaken, they take us long to
I
crate.
would say they take longer sometimes because it's
I was
lots
just about
of
to
little
say,
tiny stitching.
sometimes longer than the larger mohair pieces that we do. But absolutely gorgeous. Now, one thing we've got to say, it's all about time,
Yes.
isn't it? So
Did we
obviously,
give the name? I can't.
all named after months. This is January.
January, Miss January. They're our Calendar Girls series.
They are our
so
little
the
calendar
Minimos
girls.
Calendar Girls series, one per month. So this is January. So if you were born in January, anyone we know born in January?
Me. me. It's my favourite month. And John.
And also John
Jones.
Jones.
John
yeah.
Jones.
Any more Januaries?
Absolutely.
No more
I
Januaries.
was supposed to be born in January. Came early. Oh. Never early for anything.
When was that? When in December are you?
27th.
That's a tough one, isn't it?
It is.
I always thought that mine was rubbish on the 9th of January.
That's pretty bad too. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
But no, it is
Yeah,
because
because I was like, oh, I forgot your birthday because
Yeah.
I'm too busy doing Christmas.
yeah.
Oh, thanks for
Let's
that.
do
There you
Christmas and
go.
birthday
At least,
together.
yeah, at least it can buy your presents in the January sales.
Yeah.
So back to January Bear.
January.
We're going back
We
to
don't
January
need to
Bear.
talk about
Well,
it.
we do,
Beautiful colours.
because there's
So-
something else you need to know. We've
yeah.
only made 365
What? In the whole wide
in
world?
the whole wide world.
No way.
One for every day of the year.
Oh, I see what we've done there.
Yeah.
Now that's quite
Well, it was
unique.
that and limited fabric, but we're not going to
Yeah.
talk about that. But yeah,
quite unique for
365.
Minimos.
Even with these dinky ones, limited fabric.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that just goes to show how much you hunt down the perfect fabric, doesn't
That's
it?
right.
And like with the
So-
Minimos,
Are they
we used to
numbered?
do-
Like a little...
They are numbered individually, and I'm just going to turn it around because it's going to look like we've popped a little tag protector on there. As you can see, I'll just get Magda to do a little close-up. Sorry about this, Magda.
We used to do
So you can see that
a
we've-
limited edition of like 1,000 on these, didn't we? But
We
now
did
we're only
indeed.
doing like a lot lower. So this is why they've been so highly sought after
We did indeed.
globally.
Right.
Now, I'm just going to take this little concertina.
Gosh, that's like a third of what we used to do.
Yeah.
It is, absolutely. I'll
These
just
are gonna
pop,
fly
pop
out.
January back there. Now, we've got a little concertina label here, and it will show you every single, I'm not spoiling surprises, look, every single little bear within the whole set. So it runs right the way through from January to December. So there's no mistaking who's who.
Yeah.
So if you want to remove tags and things, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And like I say, you get a little tag protector with your concertina
That's a really good idea.
one in there, so that you've got
Important
a
thing to
picture
know
of
about
everything.
these bears is that they are also available at paw stores. So
Yes.
if they have sold out on our website,
Yeah.
which I'm pretty sure that will either have sold out or
Yeah.
we will be heading towards that, then they are available at paw stores globally.
And we saw a list of paw stores before we started today.
You
Mm-hmm. did.
But if I wasn't looking properly because I was too busy chatting to you, or I could be making myself a brew at home,
Yeah.
which would have been happening, how do I find out what my paw store is?
So you can go on our website
Yeah.
and type in your location,
Which I did.
which would be your postcode.
or zip code.
Yeah.
That's the one,
Yeah.
and it will come up with a list of stores which
Yeah.
are paw stores,
Yeah.
and they will be the ones. So you speak to those guys, and if they've got any allocation left, then of course it's going to be your bear.
So if they've all sold out, I can nip to Bolton on the Water
You can-
to my local one and say hello.
that'd be a nice store.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful, right?
and say hello. Have you got January? I'll be putting a request for December. We've talked too much. There's more to come,
Yes.
if you would, for some of the months. But let's just have a quick look at who we've already seen this hour. So 3 lovely bears, let's have a little reminder. Well, guys, you won't be surprised to hear that it's so super popular on January that at the minute, if you did go and try and go online to get one, you'd be hard pressed to. But keep your eyes peeled, because you know what these little bears are like. They might climb back out of the basket. And remember, you can always email headbear and put her on your wish list. What would be on your wish list for a bear?
Oh, mine? All of them. I'm terrible.
Is there any bear you think, oh, I still haven't created this, and I'm waiting for the right moment?
Couch potato.
There's several.
Do you know that? Because I love to cuddle with my bear on the sofa.
One that's just got one big heavy arm coming over top of him.
Oh my gosh!
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So while you're watching the telly, it's just snugging you like that.
You know when you're poorly and you're just like, I just want orange juice, a can of chicken soup, a cartoon on the sofa. Yeah. And can you please make that bear for when I'm next poorly? I think I'll be scheduled to be poorly in about 2 years.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Let's go for it. Let's
go for it. Well, funnily enough, talking about cuddles, we have got a really special bear coming up next. And Cuddle Time, obviously iconic name now because we are in Cuddle Time right now. How on earth do you decide what the bear looks like that you're going to give that name to?
Oh, now that's a tricky one, because sometimes we name the bear before we actually create it. And sometimes we create the bear and then name, because we might have variants of that, and then we're going to choose ones. You know, it's like getting a puppy, isn't it?
Yeah.
You might have this great big plan of what you're going to call puppy or kitten or hamster or bunny, and then all of a sudden it comes along and you think, that's more of a... So we look at all of our name suggestions we get from our collectors. Some have beautiful, beautiful stories attached to them. So we already know what that bear's going to be like.
Yeah.
But if it's a bear that we've created because it fits in with the theme, or we're trying to run with a new idea, or we're trying a new character, then it allows us to be a little more playful with names. So that's how that kind of happens.
So how did you decide that this beautiful creature was going to be Cuddle Time?
Well, quite obviously the theme this year, Clock Tower. It's all to do with time, and we were thinking about playtime and Christmas time, bedtime, cuddle time, all of that, weren't we? So we knew that we needed a little bear. I wanted her to be traditional, you know, because I just think it kind of sums up what we're like, but just have this little sort of contemporary twist on her. So she's got these beautiful neutral tones. Obviously we haven't gone for the browns, the sort of tree barks as I call them.
Yeah, no, I love these kind of cream tones.
It's like an old parchment.
Yes.
You know,
with just hints of buttermilk in
that's
there.
it.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. But again, very feminine.
But with a massive nose.
Oh.
Which I kind of love the big nose.
Love the little noses.
Yeah.
Yeah, every year we try and focus on different things. Sometimes it's paws, sometimes it's ear placements. We may play around with the shapes that we're doing with patterns, and then little noses. You know, we've done everything from triangular ones to little straight ones, square ones. So it's really, really nice.
So this one, just to explain to us, because that's a lot of work that's gone into making that beautiful face, because the
Look at
nose
that.
really comes out, doesn't it?
It
Look at
really,
her.
really does. And we've got little bits of extra packing under there as
Yeah.
well. So she kind of have this little upturned look to her nose,
Yeah.
but absolutely gorgeous. I mean, as you know, the most important part of Bear, for me, Rosa, and I'm sure it's the same for many of our collectors out there, is Bear's face.
Absolutely.
You know, you're drawn in.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking, because of that lovely pale shade we've gone for with the fabric, then you've got this quite big but dark nose, and then because the nose is coming out, the eyes are kind of come back but really dark, so you sink into those eyes, don't you?
You do.
She just catches like limpid pools, just really
pulls you in.
Pulls you in, beautiful.
That's it.
You can have a cuddle now,
Absolutely.
Charlie.
You can have a cuddle.
I can definitely have a cuddle.
Now she's mohair.
She is
She's
mohair, and
mohair.
she can be purchased on charliebearsdirect.com. We've got three sites globally. We've got one in the UK, one in Australia, and one in the USA. And each one of those have their own paw full of stock.
Yeah.
And so therefore the UK gets some, USA gets some, Australia gets some. And so therefore go onto that website, go onto the Cuddle Time tab, and then go to this particular bear, which is, in fact,
Cuddle Time. Go
It
to
is.
Cuddle Time.
And it'll tell
Cuddle
you
Time.
in your local language and your local currency what it is to buy, and then you can choose to buy it however you see fit.
And limited to 300 pieces
300 worldwide.
Worldwide.
And again, I think this one you get, it is a numbered certificate, so it makes
It
it
is
even more
indeed,
collectible.
yeah.
I love this kind of, almost, it's not quite crocheted, is it?
It's almost like an antique lace.
It's like an antique lace, and I look with that O'Donnell shade, which you then just tipped into the
That's
ears,
it,
just
yeah.
for an extra, just to pull it together. You're so clever. And then a little bit of a little accessory, like she's got a cute little
She has
hair clip
almost like
on.
a little button stack. I love that. You know,
Yeah.
it's just absolutely gorgeous. Super duper. And we've been creating our own accessories because, as you know, we design so far ahead, and sometimes when we buy in accessories, we can't always get exactly the same
Yeah.
ones. So, you know, there's many occasion that we've had over the last couple of years, especially with COVID and things
Yeah.
like that, where we've not been able to get that, you know, that exact same one. And I hate changing things.
No, I know,
You
because
know, and
people think they're getting that. And,
that's
yeah.
it, and I absolutely hate to disappoint. So what we've tried to do, you'll notice out there, every single bear that we've done, we've tried to make as many of the accessories in-house as we can.
But I like that as well, because it means the accessories made by the people that make the bears, so
Yeah.
the same love and attention. Not that I'm saying that our other ones won't, but it's just, it feels like a Charlie Bear.
It does.
Because every bit of it is made by our Charlie Bear.
Yeah, and she is a standing bear, and again fully jointed, but she does have the flat paw pads. So I'll just sit her down. so
You've
you can
got
see
to
what she
sit her
looks
down
like.
now and again, because
Yeah.
otherwise you get
You
achy
do.
legs.
Oh, I know all about that, yeah.
You can't just be stood up all the time.
No,
can
it's
you?
not good,
So
because she'll get veins.
That's it. She's still got her little sculpture paw pads on her arms,
She has,
on her feet.
I just held a little hand there.
Oh, I
but
know.
I think it was
I love that feeling, like Bear's holding your hand. You know,
Yeah.
something quite comforting for me as a collector with that.
But a very, very special piece was actually the cover star, Charlie, of this
She
year's
was.
Sneaky
Sneaky
Peeks
Peeks,
and Sneaky
yeah.
Peeks
I
magazine.
thought I'd seen her somewhere, because I
Yeah.
couldn't again, because she's exclusive today. Couldn't find her anywhere, and I thought,
No,
oh,
exactly.
you've
And
been
it's-
really good
and
at
it's-
keeping secrets.
And it's funny
Yeah.
how Charlie can give the secret away, isn't it? Hey?
But she's launched now, it's fine.
It's fine now. If you're wondering what that beautiful bear was on the front of a Sneaky Peeks, now we know. It's Cuddle Time. She's a mohair bear. She's an absolute peach, and she's available right now, but don't know how long for.
Gorgeous.
Oh gosh, we are whizzing through them today.
We are.
Now we've gone from a beautiful mohair to an affordable plush.
We
Would you
have indeed.
Now, did you name this one after Will? Mm-hmm. Well, I've none of that malarkey.
Hang on a minute,
Exactly.
hang on a minute.
Exactly.
I feel like I need to do the Charlie Brooke reveal.
Oh,
No, he's not getting hurt.
Are you sure?
it's hiding.
Oh, hang on a minute. Let me do it. Let me do it on the detail camera. Watch this. Ready?
Charlie Brooke will be giggling
Ready?
now.
Hello. No, not ready.
Oh,
Ready now.
Oh,
He's ready
his
now.
little face.
He's ready now.
now you've got to talk quietly
This is
because he's baby.
This is malarkey.
I know.
No, I didn't find him. I'm certain. Listen,
He's how big
I'm small bear friendly.
I know you are. You're very gentle with them. How big is Malarkey?
Malarkey is. I'm sorry, mate. We just need to measure.
Yeah,
just
stretch him out.
He's probably around about 5 inches.
Yeah, about 18 centimetres.
Yeah,
something like that.
look at him. Look at him. Now this is one of the most affordable plushies that we do from this year's collection.
Can I just say, I looked at the price and I thought you were joking. Did I read that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
That's amazing.
He's fully jointed and only made how many, Charlie?
Not very many.
Okay, 400.
What?
Yeah, that's all we can make.
Made 400.
Oh, he's gonna run out the door.
That is really, really important because that's a very, very low number for a plush bear.
Yeah,
and he's available worldwide.
And for one that you've made affordable as well. So that means that if you love the idea of collecting a bear, but you're maybe a younger person, you could spend your pocket money on him and he could be your first bear in your collection, the start of many.
Absolutely.
Could be a lovely gift to somebody.
Yeah.
He's the sort of size, you've got your suitcase.
Yeah.
He could sit on the front of your motorhome, your caravans in the car.
And I've got a feeling.
Travelling.
I've got a feeling he's going to be part of a set going forward, Rosa.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think they'll all have? Do you think they'll all have names like? We'll have not like Malarkey. We'll have none of stop you larking about.
Stop that. Yeah, stop that.
I'm trying to have to think of other words now. Oh, please tweet in or.
But do you know what I love about him?
yeah.
He's your
Comment.
perfect travelling companion.
That's what I said.
He's small enough for pockets.
Yeah.
Oh, I never thought of
Isn't
pockets.
he?
Just sit
little
there.
pocket pal.
Forget
But
a
what I
handshake
really
for a
love
little
is,
bear.
you know, if you want to treat someone like I would treat Bear to Bear. So, you know, I would buy this little bear to maybe sit on Cuddle Time's knee or Claypole or, you know, one of the larger bears that we've got so that you've kind of got that little bear looking after bear.
Yes, because it's the right size to be their little bear.
It
but
is
still all
indeed.
those details that we love about Charlie Bear. So fully jointed, everything placed
It
perfectly.
is.
I love the fabric. He looks like a proper old bear.
He does, doesn't he? He does look like a little old bear that you've kind of happened across, you know, that's just been in the family for generations. So.
I'm going to tell you some naughty.
Kerfuffle. That's another good word.
Yeah, we do kerfuffle.
We have in the past, I know, kerfuffle.
I was thinking of what other words like malarkey if we're going to do.
I'm going to tell you some naughty,
me lad.
naughty
Tell me lad.
information. 300 in the UK. That's how many were made.
Right.
100 in. Sorry. Is it 300?
I don't think it is,
get
darling,
my
if you've
numbers
only
wrong.
made 400 in total.
No, sorry, we made 500 in total.
Oh, right.
I'm sorry. We made 500
It's all
in
right.
total.
There's 100 more. We thought, hooray!
Yes, hooray! Yeah. So it's 300 in the UK, 100 in the USA, and 100 in Australia.
Oh, wow.
That's right. I got it wrong.
Wowzers.
There you go. Sneaky.
Yeah. So there you
Absolutely.
go. Well, that's how many we made. How many's left is the different kettle of
I
fish.
think
don't
a bit
know.
like January is going to fly out. Remember, these bears will stay in your baskets for 40 minutes, so do make sure that there's a lot going on, but do make sure you do check out at the end, or they'll fall out and then somebody else will be waiting.
Yeah, and you can check
suck
out
it
just
up.
once and it will be one lot of postage then.
Yeah,
and that's
which
the
is good.
idea. So we're
Yeah.
giving you 40 minutes in your basket, which should be enough to see all the bears, and then you can check out just once and pay one lot of postage. That's the
Super
idea.
duper. Right. Are we
Love
moving
it.
on?
We can't combine postage after. So if you
That's
check
quite
out
important.
different times,
Yeah.
we can't combine it afterwards.
But if we don't talk too much, you'll see all the bears within 40 minutes.
That's the one.
Right, so we're still on time. Now, sticking with the minis, another mini mo coming up. We've had January. What do you reckon's coming next? Will?
I reckon it's probably February.
Well done.
Do you think it is?
I'm good at this, aren't I?
You are. I think you could get a job in TV.
This is going to be so...
Oh, look, if you miss
Look at the
January,
Lean
then
forward.
quick click away.
Oh, there you
look
go,
at
you
that
can see.
beautiful tone, kind of clotted cream shade.
It is, isn't it? You know,
So
when you think of
again-
strawberries and cream, that lovely chunky.
Yeah.
Very
cream.
important to know, these are paw store exclusives. So Charlie Bears is a paw store. We have a paw full available
Paw full.
here at the UK Bear House, at the US Bear House, and at the Australian Cub House.
Okay.
And they're available now and to purchase as we speak if it's available on the website. May have already gone in baskets already. John's smiling.
There's lots of nodding. There's
Yeah, there's a lot
baskets
of nodding
ahoy.
going on.
Yeah.
So if and when they do sell out on the UK, on the global websites, you can then go to your paw stores globally to see if they've also got stock.
And we had the paw stores listed at the top
We did.
of the show. I think we might get. Will we get a QR code to show us our paw
I should
stores
think
later?
we
I don't
probably
know.
will do,
I'm
yeah,
sure
at
we'll
some
try and
stage.
find a way. But go on the website, pop your postcode or zip code in for your location, and you'll get a list of local stockists. And the paw stores are kind of like starred up paw stores.
They are. Absolutely.
Now, we are a little bit behind on these mini bears, aren't we? And the reason being that we wanted to make sure, and you've been on these shows before, Rosa, where we said, we've got it in the UK, we've got it in Australia, but it's a little bit behind in the USA. And it just wasn't fair on the USA.
No.
And so therefore we've kind of held everything back a little bit. And we're now kind of catching up. So January, February, March is going to be shown on this show.
Yeah.
Am I giving a spoiler away there? Probably.
There might be another one coming up in a minute.
and then of course we'll be going later on in the year for the other items. So all right.
You're going to be banished from Cuddle Time shows soon. Not just the secret cupboard.
Secret for the actual.
I know.
March is down.
And didn't we talk?
Don't keep me when we do sneaky peeks ahead of
This
time.
is
This is the secret, so it comes out onto the turntable of
Quickly.
love.
We had a conversation about this before we even started the show, didn't we? Please, William, can we just concentrate on what we have here at the moment? There we go. Yeah.
So if you've got a birthday in February, anniversary, it's a special month for you, or you want to collect
What's
all
the
12
birthday
months.
flower for February?
Violet.
Oh, there you go. Well
done.
I love a quiz, mate.
What about a gemstone?
Amethyst.
No, that's so good. Really?
Yeah, you see, you
Amethyst.
know.
A lovely kind of purple, really good for calming you down, good
Is
energy.
it?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Do you know what your birthstone is for your month?
Yes.
Go on.
Carnation.
That's not birthstone.
Or snowdrop.
That's
a
your
flower.
I'm just reeling it all off as it comes out. Garnet.
Oh, well done.
Which is the colour of your shirt.
Exactly.
So well done.
And this is exactly why I wore it.
Thought it through.
Yeah, thought it through. Don't
Now
just
I'm
throw this together,
December,
you know.
so I'm going to have to wait quite a while before my minimal comes out.
Yeah.
But it's worth the wait because they're just beautiful.
Exquisite.
Probably out in
mohair,
April next year.
Fully mohair,
It will
beautifully made. A lot of time and effort goes into making it because they're tinier, so hard.
They are
to
really,
do.
really tiny, and again, limited to 365.
Can't believe that.
There's nothing
One
else
for
we
each
haven't.
day,
We've had to do that, but right across the board, because obviously it wasn't fair if you still made 400 of this one and what, so 365.
Yeah, of everything.
But you know what? I love that.
Yeah, one for each day of the year.
It's just so special, isn't it? As a collector, I just get really
If we
giddy
do
about that.
another one, you'll have to, and it's a leap year, we get an extra bear.
It's not a leap year, though, is it?
No.
No teasing, everybody, Rosa.
Oh dear, these have been so popular. So we've had February, so we've had January already. This is February. Keep your eyes peeled. March is coming up in a bit. We've got a couple more things to show you before we get to that though. Shall we have a look? So our next one.
I'm going to lift this up. I don't think Will should do this.
Why?
Watch, I'll probably knock it over now myself, won't I?
No, you can't do anything wrong. You are Charlie.
Oh, I can.
Of the bears.
Here we go. Let me pop that right in the middle. Now this is fabulous.
So
Magda and Sophie have sorted me out with a little
get the whole
board.
thing?
just doing this. Wouldn't that be great? You don't get the whole thing.
No,
do you?
we don't.
just
We get the pin badge. This is to show
And
you
we turn it around slightly.
exactly what the pin badge is like. So let me just wait till Magda can get a close up.
I'll be all right.
There you go. Can you see that? Just because otherwise I'm holding it all the time and then my hands are wobbly and it's like it's going in and out of focus.
Yeah.
And
So you're actually going to get the card here.
that's it, with the little pin
with
badge
the
on.
little pin badge on it. And we have got some collectors that only collect our pin badges.
Called badges.
Called badges,
Yeah.
of course. And I love that because sometimes there's always room for one more bear, right? But if
Yeah.
you haven't got a big house but you love bears, you can keep your little pin badges. So do people keep them on? I would like wear a different badge every year.
Yeah.
I'll be wearing them out like a little brooch.
Yeah.
You know Dave, the runner at QVC. Have you met Dave?
Yeah.
And he wears his little thing around
His
his neck.
lanyard.
He's got loads of badges.
He's got loads.
And I said to him, "Did you know that we did
He
badges?"
the ones that once read pandas, isn't
Yes,
he?
that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. And I said to him, "Did you know that we did badges?" And he's like, "No." I was like, "Yeah, I'll get Rosa to bring you one in." So there you
Did
go.
indeed.
So you got to get a badge for Dave
Right.
before you go.
Have we got a red
That's
panda bit of badge because he loves red pandas?
Oh, we'll have to have it. We've definitely
can't
got a
remember.
bag charm, but I'm not sure if we've got the little badges left. But anyhow,
So I'm intrigued. I mean, we've actually got big real life card
We have.
there
Can we get
behind us. How do you transfer plush fluff
I know.
material bear to little metal bear? How does that happen?
well, obviously, we're very, very lucky. I have to do a huge shout out to Jan and Caroline who help us do this because, they're great and design all of our pin badges for us, have a really keen eye. And obviously love matching up the colours. We look at all of the different Pantones that we've got in bears. We try and get as close as we possibly can so it's recognisable. I mean, the pin badges are tiny, teeny, weeny.
No, and of course, Carnival, as you know, a patchwork bear, not just that, but a harlequin bear. So we've got the opposite arms, opposite colours, all these different tones in there. You think that's hard to do with the bear, all the 65 pieces or however many it is to make for the bear. How many little bits of metal sort of
this is
together?
It. Lots of little different colours in there too, so that it's recognisable as Carnival. They're so talented, they're great.
Absolutely amazing.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Absolutely
so Carnival's giving Jan and Caroline a great big wave. Thank you.
I need cuddles with Carnival.
Thank you, Jan.
One of my favourite bears.
So Carnival, he's not really on the show.
No,
he's found his way in. But if you wanted to buy Carnival,
He's in the background.
I know, but could you still buy him on?
Yeah, I think he's on Charlie Bears Direct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a look out. Type in Carnival. It's certainly available on Charlie Bears Direct in the UK, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, have a look.
Have a little look. He's a good cuddly bear.
Yeah.
He's
So
super duper. So am I now moving on?
yes.
Let's move on because we've only got about 6 minutes until the baskets start having the bears start jumping out of them. So
right,
let's give you a chance to see our last bear. We will give you, I promise you, we'll give you. We've whisked through these. I mean, there's lots of questions that you want me to ask Will and Charlie. Do get those questions in, but I just wanted to make sure you saw all the bears before we get through to that 40 minutes.
So this is the last bear.
Yeah, this is a.
Right.
Yeah, this is the last bear.
Yeah.
It is indeed.
You've got 6 minutes if you put your bear in when we first started the show.
Yeah.
To check out your basket with all your bears in.
Got
So this
ya.
is March. Quick, if you want March, look at those tones. That lovely kind of blush pink tone with the white in there as well. Just gorgeous. Just as we're coming to spring,
This is it.
then we've got kind of lovely spring colours coming into the bears as
All
well.
those little blossoms and things like that. So
She reminds me of one of the older mohair bears that we did, like Kylie.
yeah.
Just absolutely beautiful.
A
that kind
miniature.
this is what I mean. I'm really torn towards these kind of pastel shades at the moment. Like totally into it.
You do, you really like them, don't you? You're sort of gravitating towards those little
There's
colour
something
bears
really
at the minute.
soothing about pastel tones, isn't there?
I think it's just how I am at the minute. Do you know what I mean? I think I'm going to start wearing pink shirts and things like that. I think that's where I'm going.
There you
It
go.
make me colour pop. I think.
With your extra suntan.
It's like he could wear any colour though, can't he, with that tan?
How
No.
fab is that?
Green.
January,
Can't wear
February
green.
and March outlook. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Should we put
Everywhere.
all three mohair bears, mini mohair
let's
bears
do
together?
that. So again, 365 pieces on March. So these are mini mo's, so they are mohair bears, beautifully handmade in exactly the same way as our bigger mohairs are, but of course a really affordable price because they are that mini size. Really collectible. There's only 365 of each month available, and that's the whole world.
Yeah.
And they're individually numbered, so you'll have an individual tag on whatever bear you get that will say, I am number 2 or 160 or 365
Yeah.
of 365 bears, which is incredible. So check out those baskets if you've got them. So we've got January here, February and March. So you might want to collect all year round, in which case you'll be wanting all three in your basket. It could be that 1 month is particularly important to you, or you're just drawn to one colour or one little face. I think, you've got wise man at the start of the year, kind of January, standing there looking quite wise and strong. Then you've got slightly kind of soft and kooky February, and then really innocent doe-eyed March.
Just absolutely exquisite. Now they are all fully jointed, so they all sit.
Yeah.
So please don't worry.
And they'll stand as well.
We've only a few of them. We've kind of mixed it up a little bit. I know. So we've got January that's standing out of this little three. But
Does that mean
I'm
that
just
March
going
and
to-
February won't stand?
No, they've got little sculpture
I
paw
had not
pads.
noticed that. I was
There
so
you
excited.
go. So you can actually sit them all.
Gosh, they're quite a weight.
They are weighty.
They are
They have a
really
gorgeous,
weighty.
gorgeous kitten weight.
Yeah, so even though they're dinky, so
Yeah.
they're smaller than a kitten, they've actually got that kitten weight.
They have
So
indeed.
something that's usually, about a sort of a 10 inches bear, that would be the kitten weighted
Yeah,
one.
absolutely.
These are much smaller, but have got that lovely weight. They have a beautiful weight to them. Charlie, they're so wonderfully made. They really are.
They're absolutely divine, aren't they? And like I say, small enough to become bear's bear. So if you've got your favourite mohair piece or your favourite gorgeous, large plush piece, and you want a little bear to sit on bear's knee.
February look lovely with Cuddle Time. They just
Well,
match,
there you go.
Lovely, all the same tones.
Should we start getting the other bears back up on the thing that we presented,
should
and
probably
then
do that.
so we'll make a lovely display of them all. So these three items are all postal exclusives. So
They are.
Charlie Bear's being a paw store. We do have stock of them, or shall we say did have stock of them. Probably all in baskets right now. Johnny's confirming to us. And it's important that you check out those baskets, because once they're checked out, obviously it's yours. But if you don't check out, then obviously it could actually slip out and somebody else could get them. So never lose face either, because we sometimes can get the bears after the occasion as well. We put a little slide up there for the UK paw stores. So as you can see, we've got stores all the way from Scotland right the way down to a wonderful retailer down in Mafagissy called Bears by the Beach. Charlie and I went across there last year to see
Where was
the
that, sorry?
team there. Mafagissy.
Oh, wow.
Mafagissy. Yeah.
And
So
where's
Helen.
that?
Mafagissy is
Cornwall.
down in Cornwall. Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So what's the most northernmost paw store we've got? I'm trying to work it out.
So
Aberdeen?
the most northern is.
Is there one more northern than Aberdeen?
No, we've got.
Will's Toy Shop. Is that yours? Are you
There you
like
go.
Sorry, yeah.
No, nothing to
No,
do
it's
with
nothing to do
William.
with me. No.
And
Yeah,
our
so those
European
toys-
ones too, so
There's
this
European
is great.
bear stores, paw stores. Got Netherlands and Deutschland.
Yep.
Lots of
Fabulous.
collectors in Germany.
So everyone, sort of the bears that we've seen today, which we're going to have a little look at in a minute, the paw stores are the ones that you'll be able to get your mini mows. So
That's
if
it.
you've
right.
missed out on
Yeah.
January, February or March, those beautiful little perfectly formed mohair bears, go into your local paw store. We're seeing the USA ones now, and they will hopefully, unless someone's already gone in and bought them,
Well, quite.
will have some in stock. Give them a call.
We've been
in the
to a
morning.
few of those stores.
Yeah, absolutely fabulous.
Brilliant.
And there's the
We've been
to a few
Australian
of them
ones.
stores as
We
well.
have indeed.
Oh, right across Australia as well, in loads
Yeah,
of
it's
different
great.
places.
Yeah.
Even Hobart. Gosh,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
But everything else is
amazing
obviously
retailers.
a Cuddle Time collection.
Yeah.
So only available during and on the Cuddle Time show.
Yes. So the three at the front that we're seeing there, January, February, March, obviously available here because we are a paw store.
We
Charlie
are.
Bears is a paw store, remember. But also if you've missed out, do email headbear@charliebears.com. Ask yourself to go on the wish list. Has the 40 minutes happened now? Would they have come out of the baskets? They would have come out of the baskets. So have another quick look in case some bears have clambered out, just in case. But everything else that we've seen, you can only get here on Charlie Bears Direct. They're Cuddle Time exclusives.
Yep.
So we've seen for the very first time the wonderful, wonderful Fluffle, who we absolutely love. I don't know if we've still got some Fluffle in stock. A paw full of those still around, I wonder. I love her chinchilla shaped
Just
ears.
absolutely stunning. Like I say, so soft. Really, really comfortable to the touch. You know, it's lovely. Bear therapy.
Shall I tell you how many of those we made?
And yeah,
I can tell you. I can tell you.
I love her little kind of chubby little face. I love the kind of chubby, cuddly feel to her. She's quite.
And I love the fact that she stands on her own as well.
She does. She's a chunky, cheeky little bunny rabbit.
About
isn't it?
600.
Is that all?
Roughly 600.
I've done that thing where you stroke the inside
I know,
of their ears.
that's
I
it.
know,
sold.
it's super, super, super
You're in.
soft.
Velvety soft.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's fantastic.
Beautiful.
Exciting show, and it's so nice to have such a variable sort of display there, isn't
Absolutely.
it?
So Cuddle Time was our mohair bear, Will. So she's been our cover star of our sneaky peek. So if you were looking at that beautiful
Yep.
neutral tone bear and thinking, what is that? What was that lovely bear? Can't wait to see her. You've now met her. She is Cuddle Time. It's named after our very own Cuddle Time. Those wonderful O'Donnell notes in the accessories that kind of tip through her ears, but really soft notes. Again, she's limited edition,
She is.
certain number, all
300
numbered,
pieces, yeah.
300.
Yeah, just 300.
pieces.
Yep.
How many fluffles have we got?
Fluffle, obviously, plush bear.
Fluffle. So more of her.
We made 600.
Yeah.
That's not a lot though, is it?
Do you know what?
Is that in the whole wide world?
That's globally. Yeah.
That is not a lot.
No.
How many outlets are we in now across the world? How many countries though can you buy now?
So 37 countries.
Well, I undersold you the day. I said 36 last time.
Yeah, 37. Mind you, we've been saying 37 for such a long time. It just
We
kind of
have.
rolls off the tongue. I think we probably have more now because
Yeah.
we just brought on South Korea now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we just brought on a wonderful retailer
They
in South
will
Korea. I
love
know, right?
your
Well,
bears.
Charlie and I were out there in February, and they absolutely adored the bears out there. It went crazy, especially for one of the little puppies. Which one was it?
Spirit,
Spirit
yeah.
the puppy. Yeah,
Yeah.
love that. So we're in lots of different outlets all around the world.
So 600. I mean, it doesn't sound a lot just for here in the UK, but when you think that's absolutely everywhere.
It is.
When you think about how many people just live in America, just the United States, let alone before you start putting
Yeah.
Saying
Canada,
thi-
Australia,
This
Europe.
year and last year, it will be some of the rarest bears and trickiest to find, I would have said, in the whole of the collections. because we have to limit. We've still got those characters. We want to get every single one out that we've promised to get out. But obviously, we are literally just been making to order. So we know we've got that many. We're going to make that. Move on to the next character, just so that we can get as many as we can out, so that all of the collectors globally that have ordered all of the different characters that we've done. There's more characters, you know, than we've got weeks in the year.
Yeah, but I think that's wonderful.
So we have to be really, really quick.
On behalf of all the collectors, because when we get the sneaky peeks at the start of the year, when we get our catalogues, we get so excited about all the different characters, and the fact that you've committed to make every single one of those characters, even when it's been tricky the last few years, is just amazing. So many other people just said, "Oh, sorry about that, it's a bit tricky. We'll do it in a couple of years' time." But there's no cans being kicked down the road at all. But what it does mean is my bears that I bought this year and last year are even more collectible, which is even more exciting if I did manage to get hold of one.
Right, I'm going to ask you a question. The pair of you, out of all these, and you've got to do it.
Oh, he's going to do the F question.
What's your favourite? You can have some time to think. You've got to choose one.
Oh,
go on.
Well, I don't know now. Now I've seen them all.
Just straight off.
Mr. Claypole.
But he was your favourite from the start.
He was, but I'm
you can't
really
change.
loving
You can't
Cuddle
change.
I'm going to stick with Mr. Claypole because he's got such a connection for me from my childhood. Just reminds me of that, and I just love the colours. I love his little face. This is Claypole. Sorry, so Claypole the jester. He's got a jingly hat. He's got a hat. I love a hat. I love the question that Sophie asked you. Would you consider getting hats for us to match our bears? What a great question. I can't wear a hat. I look like a Victoria Wood sketch. But I could definitely, I reckon I could rock that ruff.
Yeah,
come
brilliant.
on. But yeah, for me, what's yours then?
No, Charlie.
No, come on.
Charlie.
I don't have favourites, you know I don't.
No, but what would be the one that
But you know who I think is going to feel really like nervous at the minute? It's tiny little Malarkey.
Oh.
I think Malarkey has got to be. Oh.
He's mine.
Is it?
Yeah, and I just don't go for big bears. I don't go for small bears.
No.
Is he so small? You love him?
I don't know. I tell you what. I tell you what it is.
He'd sit nicely on my bears.
It's the travel thing.
Yeah.
It's the travel thing because as a big bloke, 6'3", I can take a teddy with me without anybody else knowing about it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Just in your pocket.
It can come in my pocket, and then when we go to check in, I'll go, "Is there anybody else to check in?" I'll go, "Yeah, just him." Just let Malarkey. Yeah. But don't tell anyone. Like, has he got his bear miles? Yeah. I tell you what, he'll be going in first class, won't he? He'll be going up the front, eating his champagne.
Do you know what? Those poor people at those passport gates, when all the gates go wrong and they have to do everybody and everyone's shouting at them, you rock up with a bear. That's going to make their day.
Just that kind of smile.
But then again, Fluffle's absolutely gorgeous, and you can add it to your Fluffle of bunnies, your collection of bunnies.
What I like about Fluffle is what I like about Malarkey is that he's limited. We've only made 500.
Well,
we've only made 500, and he's so affordable.
That's such a small number for a character like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, brilliant.
Oh,
but even Fluffle, there's only 600.
600. So the most we've got of any of them is Fluffle, and that's only just over the 500 mark. Unbelievable. So we've got more Fluffles of anything else. Fluffily, but absolutely beautiful. Listen, it's been absolutely incredible. I don't know if anyone's asked any questions. I've been so excited about to see all the bears. If you have asked any questions, we will answer them later.
We will indeed.
When are we going to see you again? This has been so exciting.
So we're going to see you on the 8th of June.
You are
QVC.
on the QVC.
You're on QVC, and you've got an amazing lineup.
Not in America. I've just got to America. I fancy it. I'd love to come. In the UK. So UK viewers can see me on the 8th of June.
That's a great lineup. We've got Beverly, I think, is going on TVSN.
This weekend.
Is it this weekend? Is it?
I'm sure it was this weekend.
Anyway, I've sent her all the details of the bears.
Yeah.
And she's got an amazing lineup, by the way.
Yeah.
And then Charlie and I are back on Cuddle Time. We're back on Cuddle Time, I think, in July. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Oh, wow. When I think we'll probably see some more mini
but you don't know that.
I'm just
Don't
guessing.
say that. I'm
just guessing.
You can't say that yet because we've told you not coming out until we've got them everywhere.
That's true. That's true.
It.
But, and on behalf of America, thank you for doing that because it's really annoying when you can't get the ones that you want.
Yeah, we wanted to make everybody the same. So let's wait. Everybody waits together, and then we'll go on.
We
from
do.
there.
So one quick reminder of everyone we've seen tonight, everyone we've met. So the three lovely little ones at the front. That's if you can point. Oh, I've got one at my side. So you've got January, you've got February, you've got March. There's our mini Mo's. That's our calendar girls. They are available in the Paw Store, which is Charlie Bears, but if you couldn't get hold of them here today online, then go to your local Paw Store for those. Everybody else is a Cuddle Time exclusive. The other little fellow at the front, that's Malarkey.
Yeah, this little one.
Even smaller than Malarkey is our gorgeous carnival pin badge. So if you're a pin badge collector, you've got a badge in this show. Then we've got Fluffle the plush bunny, and then a couple of bigger mohairs, the fabulous Cuddle Time, and my personal pet for this hour only, Mr. Claypole. Just Claypole.
Brilliant.
Mr. Claypole. Wonderful. What an amazing show. I felt absolutely shattered. It's been so lovely to spend some time with you.
As
thank
with
you
you
for-
too.
Thank
Absolutely.
you for coming down to
Yeah.
see
You're
us.
very welcome. Thank you for sharing all your wisdom and your fabulousness. Keep designing. We want more bears, please.
Guess what we've got now?
What?
Pizza.
Oh,
Right, that's it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, Australia and America. Australia, we're catching up for tomorrow later because we haven't had. You're already on Saturday.
that's it.
Yeah, what's the future like? Let us know. The rest of you have a good evening, have a good night's sleep. We will see you all soon. Take good care. Lots of love.
Thank you.
Bye.